Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to episode 5 of my Crash Landing Challenge series thing. And today, I'm going to be going after some of the stuff related to pneumatic craft. And one of the things that is needed to get going with that will be one of these printed circuit boards. Now, in order to get a printed circuit board, I'm going to have a pneumatic compression chamber set up and some of the other bells and whistles that go with it. But I'm also going to need some of these transistors and capacitors. Now, the transistors and capacitors aren't, once you have the compression chamber set up, aren't really all that hard to make, but if you don't have some of the resources already, it's going to be a bear. Normally, oh, I need to switch my camel back. Normally, you can just find these different plant seeds all over in the world. Well, not this world because it's dust. So one of the things that you're going to need is, oops, don't need to open that, is inside the pressure chamber you'll need squid plant black plastic, compressed iron, we know how to get the compressed iron, and redstone, can make all kinds of redstone. Now the plastic here comes from pressurizing squid plant seeds. Now squid plant seeds can be gotten one of two main ways. You can either combine an ink sac with some grass seeds, or you can kill a squid and just sometimes stand a chance of getting squid plant seeds. Either way, at least in this mod pack, you're going to need to kill some squid. So, dig a pool that is a couple blocks below the surface, and squid will just automatically start forming in it. And this is delightful because it is a fantastic source for additional types of food, and the black ink sacs aren't the only thing that can drop. I already have one squid plant seed. Let's just go ahead and see if I can manage to get another squid plant seed in here. Oops. I didn't that time, but I got some ink sacs, so that's still good. I can make a bunch more of these squid plant seeds. Alright. Now, let's see here. I thought for sure they dropped like calamari. Yeah, I guess they're just not dropping it right now. Oh well. Now these specialized seeds are not food seeds, and some of them are kind of dangerous, but I'm going to just grab a couple of these. Oops. I'm going to get stuck on a block and go down the ladder. There we go. Going to grab a bucket. And I'm going to just come over here near where the water is. I'm just going to leave this pool. Why not? Here looks good, I guess. Oh, I forgot to grab some more water. I'm going to leave that water where it is. So I'll take that. And put this... yeah, I'll put that there. And dust on all four sides. Now the way these seeds work is you have to drop them on their soil. The squid plant seed, the soil is water. And you can let this grow all by itself, or you can just bone meal it. Bone meal it twice, and then punch it, and you can stand a chance of getting some additional seeds. Let's put that there. And it's best to enclose this area, otherwise the seeds will fly off in a random direction and you have to go get them, come back, replant, that sort of thing. So having a barricade does help. But it's just literally as simple as standing here and bone milling and punching. Now, I'm not going to do an entire stack here. The other plant that is needed is, at least for getting that quest started and making those printed circuit boards, or PCBs, the other plant that's needed is in here, the lightning plant seed. And when it's storming, the lightning plant will summon, well, lightning. And that can be a pain, but I have yet to encounter even a storm at all. Rain or cloudy day or whatever. I don't think it would rain. So I don't know if it's actually going to do that, but let's go ahead and punch this, try to get the seed. Alright. Just show you this. I thought that was supposed to go on water. Am I wrong? Grass or farmland? Okay, well, I was wrong. Fantastic. I'll just grab a dirt. And a grass seed. Should have a dirt in here. Yep. Hello, squid. Now, I don't think this is deep enough to actually spawn a squid. I think it has to be one deeper. There we go. Put this guy here. And I'll just go ahead and dig this down one. Dirt. And then grass seed. Alright. Put the lightning down there. Drop it. And it will just land on the grass or farmland, apparently. And same thing. 2 bone meal will fully mature it to the point where you can get additional seeds out of it. Right now I'm going for, oh, there we go, that's 8. It's more than 8. And I'm probably going to go ahead and go for at least 8 of the squid for now, but I need to eat, and I need to figure out where I'm going to set up my pneumatic system. So I'm going to cut here and figure out where I want that. It's probably, well, I guess I could put it on this side of the house. I'll figure it out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done the squid plant and the lightning plant, and I even planted the creeper plant, which when it's fully, absolutely fully mature, it will explode, so don't stand next to it. That's how it propagates. It goes blammo and launches the seeds somewhere else. But I have decided that I am going to put the pneumatic stuff here. It's out of the way. It's kind of smallish area, so I can't really think of anything else I'd want to put here. And it's really close to the house, so even if I wanted to put a mob tower here or something, being at the house, I'd have to have the mob tower even taller. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and put it there. Now, before I actually make it, there is something that is going to be needed. And that is a pressure chamber interface. Well, actually, I'll need 2 of them. Now, they aren't specifically needed in order to do pneumatic craft stuff, but they will make it so you don't feel like pulling your hair out all the time. The way these things work is you have them as part of the wall to your pressure chamber, and they allow you to pump items in and pump items out without having to release all the pressure that's been built up. You can just have a little bit of it released when you open the little doors for these things. So the recipe for these calls for some compressed iron there, as well as some regular iron for the hopper. That's just a standard recipe. But it also requires two of these things called pneumatic cylinders. Now each pneumatic cylinder requires 6 of the rain plant seed plastics. So I'm going to need 12 at least to get just the 2 for that interface there. On top of that, I'm probably going to need the stuff for other things. So I'm going to have to get myself some of this rain plant seed plastic, which requires lapis and grass seeds in order to make the rain plant seeds. Now lapis can be gotten by way of sifting gravel. So you will probably note that I have some stone hammers on me. I'm planning on making some gravel here in just a little bit. But even when I get done with the gravel, I'm still going to be a ways off because I need a lot more iron than I have to get going with this. I've got, well, let's see here. Here's 11 more ingots. Not really all that much. I think I have maybe 2 or 3, if memory serves, over here. Oh, I have none! Absolutely no other iron. Sweet. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get a little bit of iron going. And there's the hammer that I knew I had. I distinctly remembered having one. I just couldn't remember where I put it. Oh well. I have spares. That'll work. But I need to get some lapis made, so I'm going to make some gravel here. And I need to kind of just find something else to do until I can get some iron. What I might do is harvest some more dust for the next couple days. Oops. And try to get all that filled up there so I have some. But at this point, unless I can kill an Enderman, which I really don't feel like trying to deal with that right this very minute, I'm going to need to do pneumatic craft, so I'm going to have to just wait until I get some supplies built up. So I'm going to do some supply building, and then and process some of the gravel that I'm going to make, and then after I get a sufficient amount of iron, I'll be right back. Alright, so I've made a little bit of progress on getting some resources. I am approaching a stack of iron ingots. I'm going to wait till I can get a stack before I blow it up with TNT over there. But there is one thing I wanted to mention. Yes, I could try to get a chicken or two to spawn from throwing eggs. I've got, well, 7 down here and I think about a dozen up here. I could try to do it. There's 10. But I, for whatever reason, just don't want to deal with chickens. So I'm just going to deal with sandwiches. They seem to be the best and simplest option right now, so that's what I'm going to go for. Maybe eventually I'll go for chickens if something calls for chickens later, but that's the reason why I'm not doing it. Just figured I'd let you know. But I have been running gravel through the sieve here. I've been taking a bunch of hammers, turning some cobblestone into gravel, and I've been running it through. I have gotten a fair bit of stuff, including some of the broken ore as opposed to the dust that I was getting from the sand. Also, I was able to get some diamonds and some emeralds. Those are more than likely going to be coming into play. Coal for coal dust later. I'm sure I'll need that. Have the rain plant. Got some lapis there. So I'm getting some resources, and also by using the cobblestone to get the gravel to get uh, the broken ore of the iron, I'm able to get more iron out of it than I think I was getting from the dust anyway. So I think I'll just let all the gravel that I've run, I don't know, I've probably run about this much, give or take maybe another stack already through the system. So I should be ending up with a fair bit of diamonds, emeralds, and also lapis if I'm going to need that for anything in the future. But I think things are going along pretty okay. So I'm going to let things finish up, get some more iron ore, and after I'm done with that, it will be time to start on the pneumatic stuff. Real quick before I go to sleep, I would like to show you where I have selected the location for it to be. There isn't really anything that I can demonstrate with it because it's not a multi-block yet, but that's where it's going to be. Just a small 3x3 base, and I will let that operate everything. So I'm going to, like I said, get back to doing the resource gathering, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I am over here in this little nook of the base here, where I'm having a very strange view of my territory. And I have constructed a pressure chamber, which is mostly the pressure chamber wall, a couple of the windows, one valve so I can hook up the pressure tube to it, and the air compressor. Now, the way this works, assuming I actually put this together right and didn't miss anything, we'll find out in just a moment, is you toss in something that can be pressurized. And I'm going to put a window up here that should now make it a pressure chamber where there are upgrades that you can use, and they provide different functions. Let's see here. I just look it up. Upgrade. Starting, I guess it's this one? Yes. Okay. The volume, which allows for a larger amount of items. Dispenser for, let's see here, can it go in the pressure chamber? Okay, so no, that's for specific other things. Any machine driven by pneumatic power. Some of these can only go in certain items, or in certain devices. Item life lets the item, like the seeds that I have in there, stick around longer than the 5 minutes, and after which things will despawn. Entity tracker, useful in some of those items. I've not actually messed with this, so I don't know what the entity tracker is good for. Block tracker, same thing. The speed upgrade, good in this for making the doors open and close more quickly. Item search, that's for the pneumatic helmet. I will probably be getting into that later. The coordinate tracker, also a pneumatic helmet upgrade. Range, that's for these things. Might use that in the pneumatic helmet, not sure, but that extends the range. And security, I believe that this is specifically for making things not over pressurized, like an automatic sort of calculator that says, oh, it's about to pop, let's use the release or something like that. I've not messed with that either, not 100%, but basically the way this works, get some coal, I'm just going to take 2 of it, or charcoal, toss it in here, and it will start pressurizing the chamber, and this little gauge will start to rise, and eventually, once it gets into the green, those will convert. And it's getting closer, so it is working properly. I'm going to go grab some food so I don't accidentally do something silly while starve, or like starve while recording. Can't speak. It's getting closer. Hopefully nothing will spawn right next to me. Come on. And it does detect what is in there, so this will work when it reaches that edge of the green for converting those seeds. Come on. You know what? Oh, it's popping like popcorn. There we go. So that is basically how it works. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out and sleep real quick. We're going to see what happened in there. Now the different seeds for this mod turn into the different types of plastics. Some things spawned. That's alright. It took just a hair too long. Now, before you get the let's see here, what's it called? The pressure chamber interface. You kind of have to do this manually, and when you make a hole into a pressure chamber, it starts spitting out all the compressed air. So right now the compressed air is somewhere below 1. Let's go ahead and break this. And you'll hear all the hissing of the air coming out. Very delightful. And it should be done cooking. Yes. So, in preparation, I'm going to go ahead and knock this guy off. Like so. And I'll put a wall up there, leaving a window so I can watch. But I'm going to put a couple new blocks in there. Firstly, I hear walking. Oh no, there's a spider. I'll have to deal with that. I'm going to take these. I will need one of these, 2 of these guys here. And I'll need to do that. I thought it was... Maybe it's... Uh-oh. Let's find out. What am I missing? Oh, a safety valve tube. So I need to make a couple of those. Hold on, let me go ahead and craft these parts and then get rid of the spider, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if I've got everything. I'm pretty sure I do, but let's just make sure. First off, I'm going to need a couple of these guys. The safety valve tubes. Then I need to do this twice. Like so. Then a couple of these. Like this to make 2 pneumatic cylinders. Before I make them, I'm going to double check. Okay, pneumatic cylinder. Oh no. I still need... Wait, no, I have a hopper. Aha! I need a pickaxe. Oh, it's on me. Yeah, I was setting something up down here. It turned out to not work the way I expected. So, basically taking the salt water, like bottling water from that pool out there, and cooking it is not the same as cooking dirt water. It instead just makes more salt, and I don't need more salt. Anyway, let's see here. I need 2 of these, don't I? No, just the one. Alright, so I've got those. Got this, and there we go. Pressure chamber interface. So, I'm going to put it on here like this. Now, the way these go, I'm going to put the in part back here. The I stands for input, the O stands for output. I'll show you the O. And basically, you pipe things in through the I and they get piped out through the O. So in order to get this to work, I'm going to need to stand up here. Like so. Where's my crosshair? There we go. So it'll pipe through that way and get spat out over there. Oops. You can go there. And you. And you heard it automatically open. It's open on this side, the input. So if something gets put in there, it will. Well, if something gets piped in there, I don't think you can throw things in, but it will automatically shut the door. That one will open, it'll spit it out in here, then you can pipe stuff out. Now, let's see here. I am going to need a way to delay this. And I don't remember exactly what that was. Let's see here. No. Huh. I don't remember what the block was. I'll have to look that up. Basically, I was going to be using something to basically name the things that were being extracted, but I don't remember what it was. So I'll have to look that up. But basically, you can pipe things in here. They'll get cooked without losing as much pressure from the inside, and then I can pipe them right back out. Once again, without this losing any pressure. So that's the idea there. Now I need to start actually making some of the what are they called? Transistors and capacitors? Yes, transistors, which are going to require some of the compressed iron, some black plastic, and then the capacitors, compressed iron, and the lightning plastic. And I should have enough to make a couple sets of these. Let's see here. Oh yeah. So that's the idea. I'm going to get to work on just going ahead and making some of the preliminary stuff while I figure out what the block is that I need to interact with that pneumatic chamber so I can name items that I want to have extracted, because I can't remember what that block is. And I will be back with the answer, I hope. So talk to you in just a moment. Alright, so I figured out what was missing. It wasn't a whole other block that I had affixed to it. It was, in fact, this block under the filter tab. I just forgot that I needed to change it over to this. Alright, so the way this works is the output here will only open if there are items waiting which start with whatever it is that you type here. So if you want it to not automatically pull anything out until like everything is done cooking, you can just at it and it will just wait until it gets an item named that. If you happen to type some random jumble and something spits out, then that's got to be one hilarious item. But basically, if I put that in there and I have already pressurized it up to above 1, I am going to go ahead and toss one more of these in here just to be sure. I have placed a chest with an item duct powered to go outputting to there, and then this will output straight to here into the chest there, 2 separate chests. So I can go ahead and toss these guys in, and they will automatically get inserted once the items reach It's not too long of a wait there. You can hear it opening. You can see it opening. Spits an item in. And the item dances around in there until it's done doing its work. Let's go ahead and go like that. Spit the item out. And it will put it in there. I'll go ahead and put it as P for plastic. Now the last of the items should... There it goes. There, and it will eventually get all of them. And there we go. So that's how that's going to work. And as you can see, instead of breaking it open and losing all the pressure, it's still at about 1.5 bars. So that's a wonderful way to conserve on fuel. I'm going to go ahead and store these, and as the last thing for this episode, I'm going to, well, let's see here, 6, well, I just go ahead and make those things. I am going to go ahead and turn in a quest. So let's do, well, let's turn in just in case the next quest revolves around this. Manual detect, I have made one of those plastics. I could go for those. I know I can make those, but I don't have squid plant seeds. Let's see what squid plant seeds are made with. Oh, I do have squid plant. That's the black ones. Oh, I was thinking slime. Never mind. So I can make those, no problem. So I'm going to go with the speed upgrades. Why not? And I get some pneumatic servos. Alright, so what's next? Okay, a free quest. Made the pressure chamber interface. What was... Oh, plastic seeds. Okay. Exposure, so I need to make an empty PCB. Ooh, and I need to make a bit of a mess there. Alright, that's fine. And what was this? Once a printed circuit board. Alright. So those are some things I'm going to be working with at the beginning of the next episode. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. So, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave a message in the comment section below. I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can, whether in the... Oh, it automatically spits them out. Whether in the comments or in the video themselves. If you like this video and you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to give a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my future stuff comes out. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.